Hi everyone, my name is Charlotte Smith and today I am partnering with the Home Depot for one of their kids workshops. I have wrangled my eldest daughter in and we are gonna make some simple changes to her bedroom using wallpaper.
Wallpaper can be a big expense and it's also a big commitment. So this is a really fun way to bring wallpaper into your space without feeling like you're covering all four walls.
We found a wallpaper that we really like. Is this your first time seeing it?
In person.
In person. She still really likes the color lavender. I thought this would be something she could grow with. I love it. We are also gonna add this to some floating shelves. I've asked Eleanor to help me, so we are going to measure for the arch. I'm gonna quickly show her what the plan is, and then we're gonna get started. I wanna sketch out the plans for it.
Whenever I'm designing a space for one of my kids, I make sure to check in with them and ask their opinions as much as possible. I also make sure I take the time to explain my thought process and walk them through a little bit of the game plan so that they feel like they're part of the whole thing. Once we'd moved her bed out of the way, we measured the wall and figured out how wide and how high to make our wallpaper arch. Eleanor likes her headboard, so we wanted the arch to be tall enough so she could keep her headboard if she wanted. We found a floor area downstairs that was just large enough to unroll our wallpaper. We taped it in place, matched the pattern, and rolled out enough to cover the area we'd measured upstairs. I used green frog tape to hold the paper in place, but I probably should have used their yellow tape for delicate surfaces because there were a couple places where it tore the paper the tiniest bit. With the paper lined up, I tied a piece of twine to a thumbtack and had Eleanor hold it in place in the center of our headboard area. I tied a pencil to a length of twine the same length as our headboard radius. With Eleanor holding the thumbtack steady, that acted as the center point so I could stretch the twine taut and draw an arch. We untaped the paper, drew straight lines on either side, and carefully cut it all out. Upstairs in the bedroom, we measured and gently marked where the wallpaper needed to go with the pencil. Eleanor was in charge of the arch this time. We used wallpaper paste that gets painted onto the wall first and then carefully smoothed the first strip of our wallpaper headboard in place. Just to be safe, I grabbed a level to make sure we were vertical. You never know what you're gonna find when you leave a camera unattended. Our headboard was only 3 strips of wallpaper, so Eleanor helped smooth the rest in place, and I showed her how to look for air bubbles and to pull them towards the edges with our plastic scrapers. There were a couple of places where you could still see a faint pencil line, so I used a sponge and cleaned that off, no problem. For the other side of the room, Eleanor asked for some floating shelves, and since they're a plain white, I suggested that maybe we bring our wallpaper onto the front of these as well. Eleanor really liked that idea, so we measured our paper, centered it onto the pasted shelves. This turned out to be a mistake, but I'll show you how we fixed it in just a minute. The shelves were pretty simple to hang. They have a weight limit of 15 to 20 pounds each and mount on plastic anchors. Eleanor knows not to load them with lots of books and is really excited to display some of her artwork and other favorite things.
One thing we learned about these shelves is that because the melamine is so shiny that we should have sanded it lightly. So we ended up going back and adding some double stick tape to hold the wallpaper in place, and it works perfectly.
To make this makeover feel a bit more special, we also grabbed her a new love seat and a few new lavender pillows. Of all my children, Eleanor spends the most time reading or drawing up in her room, so I loved being able to give her something special that she's crazy about.
What was your favorite part to do?
Putting up this.
You had fun putting up the wallpaper?
Because we chose wallpaper that matches her existing decor, if she changes her mind in a year or two, it's pretty easy to undo and she can go back to where we started.
We did it. Are you pleased with how it turned out? Yeah.
Head over to homedepot.com for more kids' workshop ideas and a full materials list from our project.